Welcome back to Mango Plays Mass Effect. And in the last episode we completed Vimir, I think it was, and some side quests, and I did say I wanted to do more side quests in the next episode. So that's what we'll be doing today. But I did want to briefly highlight a comment from the last episode from Frazek. It really made me think, because in the last episode we kind of spoke with Saren, and I sort of understood where they were coming from, and this is kind of like almost an opposite viewpoint that has made me think quite a lot. So the comment says, when an entity can justify even unprovoked attack and extermination of a species, there is no option but to fight, because even if subjugation was an option, it would not be worth living that way. Also, fighting back after subjugation may not be an option if they end up killing everyone after surrender, which seems to be their intent. In short, fighting back is the only conclusion. And I found that really interesting comment, because I feel like that's kind of perfectly sums up how I feel about the situation in a much more concise way. But I do understand, as I said in the last episode, if Saren's intent is survival of themselves only, they don't care if the rest of the universe survives, their family, etc., then their option, I can understand the logic that potentially they may have the best option of survival doing what they're doing, but it's still a huge risk. And as Frazek said, the fighting back after subjugation may not be an option because they'll kill everyone after surrender, which is kind of what I feel like Saren is missing at this point in time. There will become a point where Saren is no longer useful, and as such, what would be the point of keeping Saren alive? There would be no point. Now, likely, the choice would be to completely subjugate them under their will, make them a mindless slave, in essence, using that ship that I've forgotten the name of, really sorry, and using the mind control powers of that and going down that route, which Saren is worried that that's what's happening already. That's why he's investigating it. So yeah, I still don't think I have empathy. Why am I struggling to reach for names today? I'll go visit them. Then I will remember their name, because the game will tell me their name. But there is a character that is still alive. Down back here, that basically says that they have like empathy. Liara. They have empathy for Saren right now, which I don't feel like I do. It's a very small amount of empathy I have for them. Anyway, let's see if they got anything new to say. I don't think they will, because we haven't completed a main story bit.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Nothing important.
I just wanted to talk.
Fair enough. What did you want to talk about?
Okay, got no new dialogue.
Goodbye, Commander.
So people have mentioned in the comments that I have probably missed a lot of dialogue from the characters. I'm really sorry about that. I just didn't understand that, they would talk or change their dialogue. Or I should say that I expected some prompt on my map or in my quests or something to go talk to him for the new dialogue. That's on me. I should have remembered this is a really old game, and as such it's kind of down to me to keep going back. Now, did I check the rings here? This system? I feel like I would have. Oh. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So it doesn't keep it between reboots and whatnot. So let's escape out of this, because I completely messed up. Let's have a read of a codex, and then we will check our secondary quests. So let's read the Solarian government bit. The Solarian government is called the Solarian Union. It is a labyrinthian web of matrilineal. How do I say the end part of this word? Lineal? I don't know. Anyway, bloodlines. So, the mother's side, with political alliances formed through interbreeding. Okay. In many ways, the Solarian political network functions like the noble families of Earth's medieval Europe. Yeah. Structurally, the government consists of fiefdoms, baronies, duchies, planets, and marches, colonization clusters. These are human nicknames. The original Solarian is unpronounceable. Each area is ruled by a single Dalatras, matriarchal head of household, and represents an increasing amount of territory and prestige within the Solarian political web. So that's interesting, because I believe we learned in the biology bit that 90% of the species is male. So this is like almost similar to a bee colony. My understanding of bee biology is very limited, but most of the swarm, is that the right word, is male, and the females have the power in essence. But if we revisit this, during the hatching of daughters, the mothers, or the Dalatrases of the mother and father clans are present at the imprinting. So a whole heap of people the daughters will imprint on, which I guess kind of makes a lot of sense, realistically, because then there isn't like one person controlling the, I'm going to use the word in quotation marks, elite class, which, yeah, you definitely don't want the people that end up with power. If we look at the government, it looks like it's most of the females of the Solarians. You don't want them to just be imprinted to one person, because that's too much potential risk for control, I guess. Anyway, so increasing amount of territory and prestige within the Solarian political web. Approaching 100 members, the first circle of Solarian's clan comprises parents, siblings, uncles, aunts, and cousins. The next circle includes second cousins, etc., and escalates to well over 1,000 members. The fourth and fifth circle of a clan numbers into the millions. Solarian loyalty is greatest to their first circle and diminishes from there. Their photographic memories allow a Solarian to recognize all their myriad relatives. And there should be a toe in there. The photographic memories allow Solarians to recognize all their myriad relatives. There we go. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's finish reading about the Solarians. In principle, the Solarian military is similar to the Alliance, a small volunteer army that focuses on maneuver warfare. What differentiates the Solarians is not their equipment or doctrine, but their intelligence, services, and rules of engagement. The Solarians believe that a war should be won before it begins. Oh, they're actually kind of smart. Hang on a sec, I have a cat wanting on my lap. Okay, we have cat on lap. Conventional wisdom holds that the Solarians know everything about everyone, and this is not far from the truth. In war, the unquestioned superiority of their intelligence services allows them to use their small military to maximum effectiveness. Well before fighting breaks out, they possess complete knowledge of their enemy's positions, intentions, and timetable. Which is interesting because it was Vermeer, I'm pretty sure, the planet we were on, that had Saren breeding zone. The Solarians were caught off guard by the AA guns, weren't they? So it doesn't always hold up that the Solarians know everything about everyone and everything. And technically, we're very aware that why can I not remember what the AI race, the big red dude, what they called? it's Prometheans and we're on military doctrine. Extinct races, no. Non-sapient features, no. Ships,
light drives use element 0.
Sovereign, that's the ship.
The flagship of the rogue Spectre's Saren. Dreadnought larger than.
That's not helpful to me. Anyway, whatever is controlling Sovereign, their race, we're very aware that where was it? Council races, there we go. Very aware that the we're on military doctrine, that the Solarians are not aware of the AI that's controlling Sovereign, which for some reason the names escaped my brain. I slapped. I'm sorry. So they're not always omnipotent in essence. Obviously they're not omnipotent at all. They use intelligence assets. They remind me of like what you would consider like the CIA to be, MI6, you know, those types of organizations. They have all the fingers in all the pies, and they buy information. Like, information is power regardless, and that's clearly where the Solarians live. Very interesting, the whole they won't go to war unless it's won beforehand. It does strike of an intelligence that is on the League of the Asari, realistically. In every war the Solarians have fought, they've struck first and without warning. Oh, so they're always the aggressors. For the Solarians, to know an enemy's plans to attack and to let it happen is folly. That makes sense. To announce their own plans to attack is insanity. That makes a lot of sense as well. They find the human moral concepts of do not fire until fired upon and declare a war before prosecuting it incredibly naive. Interesting, there's 2 dots there. I get their viewpoint. I think do not fire until fired upon is a good place to be. If I had a gun, which I'm British, I can own a gun, technically, if I'm in the right profession. You know, farmers and farmer mums typically own guns. But it's not something the vast population of the UK own is a gun. We don't particularly believe arming people with guns is a sensible solution after a horrific attack on a school in Scotland. So, but if I did own one, I would not fire until fired upon. And the castle doctrine, like if somebody breached my door, I probably still wouldn't fire them. I'd fire at them. Because I wouldn't want to take a life. That's what it boils down to. I have long ago come to the conclusion that if it is you versus them, you make sure they're dead. If you come to the conclusion that the attack is going to kill you, or the attacker is going to kill you, then you do what you need to do if you want to survive. So it's a bit of a weird one, but on the whole, I do believe, where'd it go? Yeah, do not fire until fired upon is a good moral concept. Declare a war before prosecuting it. I don't know this one. Because prosecuting, like, that's a legal term, right? Declare a war before prosecuting it. Incredibly naive. I don't know what this one is, so I don't really have any thought on it. Anyway, I do kind of understand from the Solarian's point of view the whole it's naive to not fire until fired upon if you know the target is aggressive, but there are many a time where people have died because the person thought the other person was aggressive and they weren't at all. They had a mobile phone in their hand, not a gun, etc., etc. And caution on the side of the person with the weapon would have prevented an innocent life being lost. So I don't fully subscribe to it, but I can see why the Solarians do. In defensive wars, they execute devastating preemptive strikes hours before the enemy's own attacks. On the offense, they have never telegraphed their intentions with a declaration of war before attacking. Biotics are virtually unknown in the Solarian military. Those with such abilities are considered too valuable to be used as cannon fodder and assigned to the intelligence services. That makes a lot of sense. I'd do the same. I genuinely would. I think the human race would do the same. Obviously, we know that's not true in this universe because Hayden is just standard military. I know they're obviously on our ship, so they're now more intelligence-y gathering. But before we became what's up? Why is my brain struggling? A Spectre, there we go. Before we became a Spectre, they were on the ship as just almost a military person, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, while capable of defending themselves against most threats, the Solarians know that they are small fish in a universe filled with sharks. As a point of survival, they have cultivated strong alliances with larger powers, particularly with the Turians. Though the relationship between the two species was rocky at first due to the Krogan uplift fiasco. Okay, the Solarians take pains to keep this relationship strong enough that anyone who might threaten them risks Turian intervention. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, like in this universe, I'd want to be friends with the Turian army, in essence. I don't know what they mean by uplift fiasco. Krogan uplift fiasco. Have I missed something to do with the Krogans? Maybe. I guess we will get to that with the non-council races soon enough. Okay, enough codex reading. I completely missed. Right, let's go to the journal. So we got Geth activities. I think I wanted to do the strange transmission first. Sentry system in the Hawking ETA cluster. Okay. We want to take Hayden on this one, in my opinion, because it's a biotic commune. Hawking cluster. Forgotten it already. I'm pretty sure it's the Hawking cluster, which I'm pretty sure I've been to, haven't I? Hawking ETA? I'm assuming that's the one. I wonder if there is a Hawking cluster. Like, is this real? I don't know. Like, was it named once Hawking died or before Hawking died? If it's like IRL, there is a Hawking cluster. Wouldn't surprise me because
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Oh, we get loads of questions. I love this. Cults fascinate me. So, like, I've like spent a lot of time watching and listening to various people that have escaped Scientology, Nexium, and Mormon Church, etc. And they do really fascinate me. The main reason, like, I know a lot of people sort of almost blame the victims, the people who join up with the cults. My main belief at this point in time is a lot of people that have joined up with cults are actually really nice people. Normally they're just caught at a bad point in their life, so they're susceptible to the doctrine that's given to them, and or all they want to do is help people, and they believe in the mission that the cult spreads and sort of says, this is the best way to help people. So most of the time, in my opinion, most people that join up with cults are actually really nice people, and it's the cult leaders that are the atrocity. There are actually I can't remember the name of it, but there are actually what is called decent cults in quotation marks that actually treat their members really fairly, and it's more actually just a commune. There's no worship, there's no true leader, there's nothing like that, and that's really cool in my opinion, because I believe that people do need either something to put their faith into, their belief into, etc., and if that works for them, that works for them. But yeah, there's definitely more nasty in quotation mark cults. I forget the word, it's not coming to me for some reason. My brain is just mush. Anyway, you get to ask questions. Let's see what cults are like in whatever year we're in. I forget.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
Is the Alliance somehow responsible for all their problems? I mean, I think they might be. A little bit. So, if I remember how human biotics came to be, there was a release of the Mass Effect chemical, and that mutated babies in utero, and that's how they have biotic powers. And then there is conspiracy theories / provable actions, provable incidents, that's the word. The corporations purposely leached that chemical to create more to experiment on. Then you've got the implants that help them use their powers, and the first couple of versions of the biotic implants are incredibly dangerous, as in they cause long-term lasting effects. So I think the Alliance is kind of responsible for their problems. This is the thing. A lot of the time when people do, cultivate a cult, etc., they do speak at least half truth. That's how it works. There is enough for someone to latch onto. And yeah. Alright, let's ask about the missing Alliance officers.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
Treatment or re-education. You can see the argument from Kyle's point of view. And I don't know if I trust the Alliance at this point in time. Obviously, Shepard does. But I wonder if maybe he's started to not. Because there is, and it hasn't been, it was only sort of hinted at, that the Alliance allowed him to go through a horrifically traumatic event, but also just his comrades in arms to die on a cruise. So at this point, is Shepard maybe not fully trusting the Alliance? I could kind of see maybe he isn't. Yeah. Like, at this point, he's spoken to Kaidan. He's got some information about how potentially the Alliance forcibly made Kaidan a biotic. The Alliance stood by and helped and asked the Turians for help to improve people with biotics powers, and they did that in a horrific way. He's got information that one of his close soldiers, colleagues, whatever, friends, one of them was tortured by Alliance scientists for years. That potentially all of the people that died on Aku's shouldn't have died. I could see that Shepard maybe doesn't like the Alliance at this point in time. Am I just trying to convince myself that so that maybe I can believe in Major Kyle? I don't know.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You served with him. He might listen to you.
Oh.
But he's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Okay, so that's interesting because we picked up that quest from hacking a terminal in the Citadel, which I guess not everybody would have encountered. So we got Palladium there. So yeah, we got that quest from that. It's nice that just turning up in the system, the quest is kind of given to you with all of that dialogue and information. I'm on board with that. But it does kind of make the whole hacking and exploring of the Citadel to get that quest a bit pointless. So there's a part of me which I'm like, it's really nice that we got that additional information, and it's really nice that everyone would get that quest just by turning up in the system. Then there's the other side of me which was like, well, what was the point of me finding the info at Citadel? I don't know. Anyway, Canctra, a terrestrial world of average size. Canctra's atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. Okay, we got some cobalt from that. Also got a little moon. That's so cute. I like that. Okay, let's have a look at Tharopto is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere, has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons. While scanning the planet Tharopto, you discover a tiny moon with some odd readings. Further scans by Chief Engineer Adams revealed a destroyed escape pod. The salvage team recovered the components and found a League of One medallion. Lovely. Okay, we got that asteroid. Let's have a look at Tamahera. Tamahera has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahera had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. Okay. Pretty cool. So let's have a look at the moon first. Okay, the moon is the one we land on. That's interesting. There we go. So, Clendagon is an arid terrestrial slightly larger than Earth, with a lower density that reflects its relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminium, with wide deserts of dust of fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. Clendagon's most striking feature is, of course, the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What's most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests it is the result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago. Oh, how interesting. So we know I still forgot the name. It's so annoying. But the race that owns the ship, Sovereign, which I know technically is in control of Saren right now, but whoever built that ship, or currently, you know, does the mind control on that ship, that race, they created mass effect, mass accelerators, etc. That's what we're using, the mass relays, etc. They created all of that. So we have also created mass effect weapons using that technology. They would have done the same to a greater, because they have a greater understanding, to a greater level. The rift was the cause of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of an unimaginable destructive power, which is really cool, because if I remember from the codex, there was a talk about kickback. So when you use one of these guns, there is only so much force that they can use, because the kickback would become unbelievably high. So even if it was like a ship mounted gun, the kickback would be incredibly high. So they must have whoever race created this weapon would have been able to counter that kickback. It's so cool. So 37 million years ago. So this might have been like, what, cycle 2? We're on cycle 3. So this might have been part of the war from the Prometheans. Oh. See, this is why I read all of the text on all of these planets and whatnot, because I just had a feeling that there's going to be some lore hidden in them. Pressop is the moon of Clendagon. It is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. The Alliance has opened bidding for the moon's mineral rights, but exploration will be complicated by the system's proximity to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring is an area of intense star formation and too dangerous to safely travel. Presop's landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral riches. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. Okay, so that's from Clendagon. Minus 73 degrees Celsius. That's cold. Let's go land. Alright, I'm definitely taking Caden. Should we take Wrex? If we take Liara, we'll have a lot of biotic strength. We'd also have quite a bit with Wrex. It will be less, but we'd have more combat strength. Tech strength I don't necessarily think is needed. Let's take Wrex. Although Wrex might just kill. Yeah, let's take Liara then. Come on then. That's pretty. Oh, that's terrifying image. Is there a ground to land on? There it is. Oh dear, right, okay, let's have a look at the map here. So we got an anomaly, we've got the biotic compound, and a debris. Okay, I'm gonna go to the anomaly first, meet you there. Okay, I found something that was on the map, mini-map, but not the main map. The cluster of prefab utilities tracks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks leads away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Okay. Let's hop out. Cool. Actually, Caden, do you have anything to say? No.
Ready.
Now, I did see that one of the comments did let me know that if one of the guys go, they've got something to say. So I have been, since I read that comment, been paying attention, but I haven't seen anything, or heard anything, should I say, since then. But that gives me information to take into the next game. Take all, please. I think. Oh, there you go. Take all. Okay, well, we just got some additional bits, which is pretty cool. Let's get in the rover and have a look. So yeah, this is here. Okay. Oh, level ground. Okay, cool. There we go. So what's this? Ancient debris. Oh. Tyrian insignia recovered. Digging under the beacon revealed a piece of scrap metal, likely from a very old freighter. It was marked on one side with the Macedonian outpost insignia. Also, yeah, another little anomaly here. The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. How cool. Okay, 2 little anomalies here. Hello, you alright? Okay, let's get in here, have a look at our map. Done these, let's go to this debris. Okay. Debris, crash probe. Electronic skill too low, no! Do I not have electronic skill? Probably not. Forget how to get to squad automatically. Hayden does. Ah! Okay. Yeah, give you another one. We need to get Caden fully, like, upped on electronics then. Yeah, I don't have electronics. Liara, 12 points. Wicked. Where is electronics unlocked? Unlock lift, advanced lift, master lift, advanced throw. Seriously, unlock electronics. There we go. Cool. And then pump everything into here. We got master overload on Liara. Cool. Yes, look at that. Thank you, Liara. Damn it. Now my skill's too low at this point. Aha! It's alright. It's not great, but it's alright. Anyway, let's go to the biotic compound. Oh, there's a mineral up there. Like, people ain't out here wanting to shoot me, which is very cool. So let's grab that mineral before I go in. And I'm wondering, yeah, if we can talk them down. That would be kind of cool. Oh, I'm glad. Gold. Not sure I got gold yet. There we go. Large deposit of gold. Fabulous. And let's just reverse. It's fine. Just quietly reverse up to this building. Must have cameras. They know we're here. Might be a bit peeved that I've just marked that gold for us, but hey. You know.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I'm here to help.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
He'll get you all killed. I'm gonna go with the top one, because we have no, like, bond with this person. So saying that he'll get you all killed, I don't think would work. Just because so far, Father Kyle has done the opposite. So it'd be very, like, I think, difficult for them to accept the fact that he's going to get them all killed. But saying we're here to help Father Kyle, that's more likely to get past a person that very clearly loves Father Kyle.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Far edge of the compound. This building? Yeah, there's a little console there. How very cool. So yeah, I went to the wrong place originally. Oh. In we are. Okay, guns as a last resort, people. Oh my god, they're called cultists. This is so cool. Can we talk to them? Your armor's cool.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
She doesn't sound quite happy about that.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Oh, I recognize the model. Oh no, I've seen that model before. Oh, the person that's talked to us. Oh well, it makes sense. We've seen a lot of reused assets, it's fine. But reused people assets is a bit weird.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
That's the same asset as the dude out there, I think. Oh, that's funny. Okay, anyway, let's continue wandering around. There's another cultist. What's this? This is cool. I've not seen these. What they are? They're like, they seem like they're squishable stuff. Hello?
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
Did I accidentally talk to the same person twice?
Everyone looks at us like
no,
we're freaks,
just the same line.
Because we have biotics.
Right. Let's continue on forward. Not getting the guns out. We're going to try and do this peacefully. Ooh. I'll go left. Left is right. Ooh. Like, I can steal. I won't steal.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Okay. That's what you've told me a few times. Caden, you got anything to say on this yet?
On your order.
Ugh. I brought you here because I would think you'd have the most to say about it all. Oh.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Where are the investigators?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Curious. This is interesting because on one hand I can quite easily say it does seem like the Alliance's assessment of the situation is accurate. The Major Carl needs some psychological help, but also this type of sentence, this type of framing can be used by like narcissists to keep the cult going. It's the logical thing to say, and I would say they require psychological help, but it's a different type. It's not the same type of help that's the Alliance was. I forget that lieutenant that talks to us all the time, what he says, what his name is, but like what he said. Safe. They're not safe. I don't want to kill you. You'll pay for your crime. Enough crazy talk. Okay. I don't want to kill you. I also want to say this one.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
Okay, surrender or they'll die. I'd love to have this option, because I think I'd say it. But I'm going to go with the Paragon option.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
Ooh, good line.
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Ah, so this does indicate to me that it's not like a cult leader. They are doing it because they believe They're not doing it for power. That's the thing. They are doing it because they want to help the biotics. I know this isn't easy. Obvious choice.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I believe you. At the end of the day, if they don't, we can just go in guns blazing. That's the answer.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. Aren't we the ship to take? Can't we just wait an hour? Like, seriously.
I will surrender myself to the Alliance outside the compound gates in 1 hour, Commander. I give you my word.
Okie doke.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Alright. Calm down.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Waiting for orders.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
She sounds scared. Like, legitimately sounds scared. Okay, so can I now go thieving? Will this cause a problem? Oh, cool. Alright, we'll wait for him to turn his back. Turn your back. There's nothing over here. That's it, you keep controlling. No, you went the wrong way. I get that we're a little bit interested. Oh, his back is turned. Let's just... Okay. Bless them. Let's go. Hey, cool. He saw nothing. Liara and Caden protected me. Alright, let's go. I'm down with heading back to the Normandy. Oh, there's a power junction here, so we might have been able to, like... I guess that would be used... Where am I going? I don't know. There's a door. That would be useful to if you went in guns blazing, which, honestly, pretty, you know, sensible. I've gone in a freaking circle. Sensible option. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to see if we could peacefully get the Father Kyle out, which we could, which is really cool. I am very lost. Okay, it's over there. I think. So yeah, I'm very pleased that... Ooh, there's a crate here. That was an option. Like, we were able to just come in peacefully and do that. And then obviously there is an option for firefight. Like, that's obvious. That's, you know... we're playing as, like, a commander. Like, you know, of course we can go the violent route. Okay, let's go talk to Joker. See if they've got any dialogue. Because we said that the Joker could pick them up. And I also want to speak to Caden. Because I'm really surprised Caden didn't say anything on the planet. Like, I'm so sad. Because...
I'll be okay, Commander. I just need some time.
What? Why do you need time? What's up?
I'll be okay, Commander. I just need some time.
Is that because of, Ashley? Beth? Maybe. Alright, let's go talk to Caden. Yeah, I'm down. I'm sad that... I really wanted the characters you choose to go with you on those missions to sort of like really matter. And I think it does in certain instances. I'm surprised it didn't matter on that one. The creepy walk up to Caden is so weird.
You need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know.
We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
Yeah, they've been around a while. So were the Turians. We gave them a boot in the ass.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boot, Commander.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Oh, brilliant. Love it. Okay, there is some new dialogue. Let's go visit downstairs and then we'll go speak with Liara on the way back up. Yeah, it's interesting to me, the dialogue. You're still here? Okay.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him.
We just did.
He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Yeah.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren?
A little bit.
I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
Garrus is really bloodlusty, aren't they? Very interesting. Didn't get that from them from the get-go, but or gecko. But yeah, I've sort of seen it more and more the more we talk to him, which is really interesting. I'm gonna say we'll see. No, I want to say it's the last resort because I do want to give. If I could, if I could magic it into a situation, I'd want Saren to stand in front of the council and them to ask him about the AI race, which I still can't remember the name of. It's gonna bug me. I think the reason I can't really remember the name of is I think it's only been said a couple of times. Anyway, last resort.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
Think about it.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
We got a codex entry for that. Alright. Council races? Turian's government. The Turian government is a hierarchical and metrocracy. While it has a great potential for misuse, this is tempered by the civic duty and personal responsibility Turians learn in childhood. Turians have 27 citizenship tiers, beginning with civilians, client races, and children. The initial period of military service is the second tier. Formal citizenship is conferred at the third tier, after boot camp. For client races, citizenship is granted after the individual musters out. Higher ranked citizens are expected to lead and protect subordinates. Lower ranked citizens are expected to obey and support superiors. Promotion to another tier of citizenship is based on the personal assessments of one's superiors and co-rankers. Throughout their lives, Turians ascend to higher tiers and occasionally demoted to lower ones. The stigma associated with demotion lies not on the individual, but on those who promoted him when he wasn't ready for additional responsibility. That's so cool. This curbs the tendency to promote individuals into positions beyond their capabilities. That is fantastic. I love that. I mean, it is right for the whole, oh, I'm too scared to promote someone. But I do think it's on the person who promotes someone who's not ready, rather than the individual who was promoted when they weren't ready. So I really like that. Selling into a role and rank is not considered a stagnation. Tyrion's value knowing one's own limitations more than being ambitious. Oh, and I love that as well. At the top are the Primarchs, who each rule a colonization cluster. Primarchs vote on matters of national import. They otherwise maintain a hands-off policy, trusting the citizens on each level below them to do their jobs competently. Oh, trust on competency. That's so beautiful. Tyrians enjoy broad freedom. So long as one completes his duties and does not prevent others from completing theirs, nothing is forbidden. For example, there are no laws against recreational drug use. If someone is unable to complete his duties due to drug use, his superiors step in. Judicial proceedings are interventions. Peers express their concern and try to convince the offender to change. Rehabilitation fails. Tyrians have no qualms about sentencing dangerous individuals to life at hard labor for the state. It's kind of cool. Hard labor, not so cool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm down for most of this. And I'm not like a big fighty type person, you know? Oh yeah. Ashley ain't here. Why is the journal flashing at me? Ah. Turn to the normally. They need to be informed. Okay. How do I inform them?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
No!
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. He told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go.
Ooh.
It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Is his father? Like actual father?
Jared was your father?
Is?
He was. Until that day.
Okay. Fair enough.
We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly.
I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Interesting, because I'm pretty sure Krogan said... Oh, no. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that Krogan said that he didn't want to breed. But I think he was talking about... not Krogan, sorry. Wrex said he didn't want to breed, but I think he was talking about Krogans as a whole. That they are dispensed, is that the right word? To choose violence over breeding. So, yeah.
Are your people really dying?
Yes, we know that. I've asked that before.
Not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Alright, let's ask about family then.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You're trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Okay. The last base I went to, and I was like, this place, there was a named person that we killed. You guys let me know it was for Wrex's quest, and I didn't investigate upstairs, which would have his armor in it. So
just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
So, yeah, I've technically killed him. Oops. Oh dear. Culture. The harsh Krogan homeworld conditioned the Krogan psychology for toughness just as it did the body. Krogan have always had a tendency to be selfish, unsympathetic, and blunt. They respect strength and self-reliance and are neither surprised nor offended by treachery. The weak and selfless do not live long. In their culture, looking out for number one is simply a matter of course. After their defeat in the rebellions, the very concept of Krogan leadership was discredited. Where a warlord could once command enough power to bring entire solar systems to heel and become overlord. These days it is rare for a single leader to have more than 1,000 warriors swear allegiance to him. Most Krogan trust and serve no one but themselves. This solitary attitude stems in part from a deep sense of fatalism and futility, profound social effect of the genophage that caused Krogan numbers to dwindle to a relative handful. Not only are they angry that the entire galaxy seems out to get them, Krogan are also genuinely pessimistic about their race's chance of survival. The surviving Krogan see no point to building for the future. There will be no future. The Krogan live with an attitude of kill, pillage, and be selfish. But tomorrow, we die. I get it. I really hope I can help. I really, really want to sort the problem for the Krogans. Because I feel like they are just getting it's genocide. What the Turians did is genocide. What the Solarians and Turians did is genocide. Let's reverse it if we can.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, When my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear.
Aww.
But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm going to miss you when you go back to your own people, Telly.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Oh, I am enjoying talking to them more. Yeah. So I'm curious that this guy didn't leave.
My superiors will hear of this. You have made an ally of the Solarian people.
Oh, I'm glad. All right, let's go talk with VR, and then I think I'm gonna do. Well, we're definitely gonna do more side missions because there is loads, and yeah, I kind of want to wrap up as many side missions before we continue with the next main one. Hello.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Fair enough. What did you want to talk about?
I should go.
That was awkward.
Goodbye, Commander.
Very awkward. Okay, has the doctor got anything new to say?
Commander? Is there something you need?
No.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. Okay, I think the only person I haven't spoken to in a while was the Navigator, so we'll do that. I think Navigator Presley and the Doctor don't change their dialogue. Whoops, I went wrong. There's enough elevators in this game. Why did I use it when I didn't need to? Go back up, please. Thank you.
Yes, Commander?
Nope.
Carry on, Presley.
Okie dokie. Oh, I wonder if going into... There's anything in here? No, does not appear to be. Right, cool. 4 chairs, so 8. Interesting. Yeah, that would always be filled before we got someone killed. Okay, so we got the Krogan armor to get. Krogan ranks. So, hang on, base somewhere on the Argus Road cluster. Let's go do that.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs.
Good.
To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Thank you. Anyway, we done that, so I definitely checked this ring, didn't I? Feel like I would have. Whoop. Jolt. Yeah, there we go. Metallic asteroid, yes. Okay, so we have done the Hawkin system. Argos Row, if I remember correctly. Cosmos Tau. Armstrong, Kepler Verge, Styx. Oh, there it is. Hydra, Phoenix. I think it was the Phoenix system. We'll go there first. So this one should be relatively quick. Because, yeah, we've checked the system out already. It's just a case of finishing off the mission. I think it's going to be this one then? Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're taking Wrex. Let's take Garrus as well. Okay, here we are. Oops, wrong thing. Didn't weigh the weapon. I still hit shift to run. It's just ingrained in me.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
That it is. Okay, now, I'm sorry, but his body was somewhere around here. But yeah, I completely missed there was an upstairs. Silly me, I know. Oh dear. But here we go. Upstairs door. And wow, lots of gear in here. Cool. Take that. All safe. Okay, relatively easy. Oops. I say and then mess it up. It's fine. There we go. Take all.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap. But at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
I like you. Wrex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful, perhaps. Krogan hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. Oh. Take all. Take all. So yeah, pretty cool.
Let's get moving.
Just lead the way.
Alright, so yeah, shame, because I'm sure there would have been a little cutscene if I'd taken Wrex in and Wrex got to shoot the guy. So I think what I'm going to do is stop exploring. I'm just going to like keep talking to the guys, get the quests, and then go where they tell me. I think that's the way it's supposed to be played. Okay, before we continue, I am going to go talk to Wrex, because they may have something to say about their armor. Also, I'm wondering, we can have a look at Rex's locker as well. Like, can we see what the armor looks like? Because that's what I'm curious about. Okay, there's Rex's armor. So, medium armor. I've still got the best armor for them. They're equipped with the best armor that they have.
Shepard?
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
Kind of see where Wrex is coming from, considering what we've seen. Yeah, don't blame you.
So you decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
I like Wrex.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Like, obviously he's not great. Like, he's not supposed to be. But I think he's probably the best example of a Krogan you could get. And I'd kind of like the honesty of him. Traditional Krogan tactics were built on attritional? I don't know what that word means. Mass unit warfare. Equipped with cheap, rugged gear, troop formations were powerful but inflexible. Command and control was very centralized. Soldiers in the field who saw a target contacted their commanders behind the lines to arrange fire support. Since the Genophage, the Krogan can no longer afford the casualties of the old Horde attacks. The Battlemasters are a match for any 10 soldiers of another species. To a Battlemaster, killing is a science. They focus on developing a clean, brute force economy of motion that exploits their brutal strength to incapacitate enemies with a swift, single blow of overwhelming power. Makes a lot of sense. This change of focus from mass unit warfare to maximal efficiency has increased employment demand in the fields of security and muscle for hire. Due to the unsavory reputation of the Krogan, most of these jobs are on the far side of the law. Battlemasters are not spit and polish, but they do believe in being well armed and equipped, preferably with a gun for each limb. They are callous and brutal, but methodical and disciplined. They use any means at their disposal to achieve their goals, no matter how reprehensible. Hostage-taking and genocide are acceptable means to ensure quiet occupation with few Krogan casualties. The Krogan serving with Saren's forces appear to be returning to the old style of mass attritional combat. They also work in close cooperation with supporting Geth units, who fill the roles occupied by combat drones in other armies. Biotics are rare among the Krogan. Those that exist are viewed with suspicion and fear. The Krogan see this aura of fear as a useful quality for an officer, and often promote them. Combat drones and other high-tech equipment are likewise in short supply. I like that. I mean, I hate it as well, because you shouldn't fear your commander, but it fits the Krogan narrative so very well. Anyway, let's head on out upstairs, Mango, and we will choose another side mission to do. Okay, let's have a look here. So this, we're at 4 out of 7, 9 out of 13, 6 out of 10. We're doing quite well here as well, 4 out of 10 and then 2 out of 3. Not doing so well on the valuable materials. Gambler we're ignoring. Crime Lords. Privateers. Yeah, I want to do this one. Okay. A strenuous system in the Horsehead Nebula cluster. And search for signs of Garros' brother and his ship. Okay. Horsehead Nebula. Zoom out. Okay. Keep going. Horsehead Nebula. I thought I'd been there, but maybe I haven't. Armstrong, Voyager, Hades, Gemini, hard to tell, local cluster. Horsehead Nebula, I've avoided it because of Novaria. Ah, let's go. We're not going there then. Strenus? Must be Strenus. Yes? I don't know, we'll find out. Okay. Let's check the bottom set of rings. Nothing there. So, Thessalagon, a standard hydrogen helium gas giant. Okay. Pretty sure I've been here scanning. Lifeless rock. Yeah, I must have done. So how come I didn't find what I needed to find here? Unless I'm in the wrong system. It must be in the wrong system. Okay. Let me have a look. There's no Varia. I know, my memory is bad. Strenus system. Strenus system. Okay. This is it. So where am I supposed to find this then? I've just checked and not one of them are landable. Alright, I feel like I'm gonna have to Google then. Yep. I'll have a look at the quest again. We're definitely in the right system, so That's confusing to me. Privateers. Go to the Stratus system in Horsehead Nebula cluster and search for signs of Gross Brother and his ship. Okay. There it is. Wow. Okay. Does it even glint or anything? This is insane. No. The Majesty is a Colon-class modular conveyor of human design. The ship is derelict, all compartments exposed to space, and the fusion plant is leaking. The damage is consistent with ship-mounted mass accelerator fire. Private owner, Captain William. Faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, leads toward nearby planet of Zawin. Okay. So, can we now land here? We can! Go! Alright, so I'm gonna bring Wrex and Garrus. Like, Wrex and Tali might be like a really good combo. To get like a lot of tech strength. Wrex has got biotics. Oh! So that's why he was a commander then. Because people fear him because of his biotic ability. Anyway, I'm going to go with these two. I think. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we got level 1 cold hazard. And we have not been here before. Wow, there is a lot of stuff. And in camp, anomaly, mercenary camp, and debris. Okay. Oh, let's go there first. Actually, there's an anomaly on my minimap. We'll go there first. Okay, what we got? We've got ancient debris. Let's recover the artifact before we freeze to death. This fragment appears to be from an old model freighter. Part of it is marked with the Chatty Outpost insignia. Cool. On we go. Let's... I wanted to give you shotgun ability more now. But I'll give you throw. And then hit and shotgun. And Garrus, you got any points? You don't. Gone. No. Okay. I knew it. Whoops. It's been a while. It has been a long old while since I've dealt with a pressure more. Why did it not? Oh, it's because I'm repairing. Of course. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna fail to drive in circles. Okay. Not annoyed it yet. Can I? Oh. I wish I'd done the Omnigel bypass. There we go. Ooh. There you go. And get back in the make. Can we get back in the maker? Thank you. There it is. Damn it. That missed. By far that missed. Damn it. This is becoming bad. Can I repair, please? I am repairing. Okay. Can I just leave it? What happens if I just leave? Whoa. Okay. Does it follow me? Probably not, right? Do I need to kill the pressure more? I know I get XP, but I need to. Fine. We'll just leave the indigenous animals, you know, to live. Right, where are we going now? That anomaly, sort of like, it didn't save after I picked it up, so yeah. Got an iridium deposit here. Let's give that a go. Nope. Damn it. Yeah, I don't fully know. Damn it. There we go. Aha! And then let's get in the Mako just to wander over to this. Corpse. Okay. Wrong button. It appears this person was trying to mark the nearby mineral deposit when he died or was killed. Should I be scared? I don't know at this point.
Let's get moving.
Well, we succeeded at marking it. There's a generator here. Cool. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several locations of interest. Oh. Okay. So you've got an area map update. Ooh. Fun. That is so cool. What we got here? Oh, well. Nice. Survey this, please. Nice. Large deposit of cobalt. In we go. Let's have a look. Let's go to this anomaly next. This beacon was a gaff trap. Oh. Oh. Oh, there they are. Interesting. So I wonder if the gaff is at the base we're going to. Then, you know? I missed. Damn it. Did not miss.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Bag 'em and tag. Indeed. Okay. Oh, that was a shame. Let's go get this mineral. That will cheer me up. Creepy.
On my way.
Cool. Thanks, Garrus. Should be alright just about here, I guess. There we go. So much money from doing those surveys. Pretty darn cool. Alright, let's go to our final destination on this planet. Oh my, this is quite... It's an Alliance heavy turret? Whoa. Okay, we're breaking into an Alliance space? Or maybe they stole it. That makes maybe more sense. Who's shooting me here? There we go. Someone over there. Fab. There's another turret around here. Oof. Okay. Rude. Eee. So I'm wondering what this is going to be about then. I guess pirates would need Alliance stuff. There's containment cells.
Go, go, go!
Whoa. Okay. I'm on this. Let's do overkill. And can I please? Right, mercenary. Okay. Who else we got? Oh, hello. That's Garrus. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is quite tough. Okay. My overkill is probably worn out. Let's do a shield boost for Wrex. That didn't work for Wrex. Oh. Okay. So, got some more over there. I get out of thingy. Get into thingy. Please, can I get into cover, please? Thank you. That's Wrex. Freaked out for a sec. Okay, I think I want a sniper. Let's move forward. Get into cover. Okay, failed to get into cover. Right, who else we got? We got someone else, Yaren. Where? Up there somewhere. Okay. Also, I'm seeing containment cells all over the place. Okay. Well, let's go in this door. There's definitely an upstairs. Nobody in here. Okay. Lockers. Oh, there is a disposal canister. Let's dig through the trash. Okay, they come downstairs now? No, they're there. Right. I keep forgetting that it's not sprint. The annoying thing is it's sprint when you're in the little. Keep trying to say ship. It's not a ship. Buggy? Yeah, the buggy. Thank you. Okay, so power junction, power junction, power junction. Door control. So, ooh, computer console. There's a codex entry from that. Ooh, honestly, should have just used me thingy. There we go. Take all. Nothing. Oh! Oh no! You discover the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small datapad. Take it. We got a journal update for that. I'm curious about, because I saw containment cells. So I'm wondering if we take out the power, can I get...
Done. Just the way.
Thanks, Wrex. Can we get into...
Perimeter clear.
The cells, basically, downstairs. We take out these power junctions. Doesn't really hurt to find out. All clear. Let's grab that. Yeah, we've all been poisoned by me taking out the power cells, but it's fine. It's fine. It's just a bit of acid. Right. Containment cell. Where was it? Oh, it's these things. The explosion. Sorry, I thought it was a prison. Oh. There's a locker there. Yeah, look, containment cell. That bango. I was hoping to rescue some people from the ship. We'll look at the... We are, I agree. We'll have a look at the journal in a sec. Oh, effing away. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at this data bag then. You discover what happened to Willem. Gareth's brother returns to the Citadel Tower and tell Gareth of his brother's fate. That I'm excited to do, because I want to re-explore the Citadel. So, and that would make sense to do in the next episode. So, all tied up quite nicely, eh? Let's return to the Normandy. So before we go back to the Citadel, let's talk to everyone. Check in, and then we'll bomb off to the Citadel. And tell Gareth his brother's fate, which is honestly a little bit sad. I'm wondering...
I'll be okay, Commander. I just need some time.
I am wondering if, like, maybe if I'd gone there quicker, could I have saved them? Probably not. It's probably not that way structured. And I'm glad, because then I won't feel guilty about it. Please open the door. Howdy, Caden. This bit always feels so awkward.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy.
So input on last missions on your main missions then.
So intelligent.
We may be ants to them, but humans have never managed to exterminate ants.
It makes you wonder, are ants any more aware than we were of the giants that walk over their heads?
Oh.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
That was rather poetic from Caden there.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Nothing
I
important.
just wanted to talk.
Fair enough. What did you want to talk about?
Nothing, apparently.
Bye, Commander.
That happens too often with Liara. It's so awkward. I'm assuming if I had relationshiped up, there would be more dialogue each time I visited. So yeah. Just awkward, isn't it?
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot.
Oh.
I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. Killing him was the only solution. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to reapply for Spectre training. It will probably kill my father, but I've got to try.
Oh.
If that doesn't work, I'll do just about anything, except go back to CSAC. I'm done with them. No more red tape, no more politics. From now on, I do things my way.
Alright.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
We got a couple of codex entries. Let's see. Aliens, council races, Turian's religion. Although Turians have a strict moral code, their belief in individual responsibility means that the concepts of good and evil are simply the individual's choice between egotism and altruism in any given decision. They have no concept of good deities that encourage noble behavior or evil ones that tempt individuals to misdeeds. Interesting. Turians believe that groups and areas have spirits that transcend the individual. For example, a military unit would be considered to have a literal spirit that embodies the honor and courage it has displayed. A city spirit reflects the accomplishments and industry of its residents. An ancient tree spirit reflects the beauty and tranquility of the area it grows within. Oh. These spirits are neither good nor evil, nor are they appealed to for intercession. Turians do not believe spirits can affect the world, but spirits can inspire the living. Prayers and rituals allow an individual to converse with a spirit for guidance or inspiration. For example, a Turian who finds his loyalty tested may appeal to the spirit of his unit, hoping to reconnect with the pride and honor of the group. A Turian who wishes to create a work of art may attempt to connect with the spirit of a beautiful location. Turians enjoy absolute freedom of religion and can practice whatever appeals to them, so long as it does not impede anyone's ability to perform their duties. There are many practitioners of the Yasari Cyrus philosophy. Since opening dialogue with the Human Systems Alliance, some Turians have embraced Confucianism and Zen Buddhism. I don't know what the first one is, but I'm aware of Buddhism. That is cool. The more I learn about the Turians, the more I respect their race. I think they're very, very cool. Anyway, let's talk to Wrex.
Shepard.
Nothing new.
Wrex.
That one's awesome. Shepard. Wrex. I like Wrex. I do.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
Nope.
I should go.
Once again, awkward. Okay, once again to the Citadel. Let's go. Yes, please. It's been a while since we've been to the Citadel, so yeah, I'm definitely excited to see like what's going on there. Let me land. It's a beautiful landing sequence as well. Okay, let's head on out then. I think I'm going to take Garrus and Tali. Yeah.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Look after it, Presley. Okay, we're not accosted out here, which is good. Yeah, I want to find the final one of those.
You seem to be attracting unwanted attention, Tally. Several passerbys were staring at you.
Many think less of Quarians for traveling in the flotilla and for creating the Geth. They see us as scavengers, little better than thieves.
It is natural for people to dislike rootless wanderers. If Quarians would just settle another homeworld, you would not run into such concerns.
Is it that easy, though? I find rootless travelers cool. I'd like to do it myself, so maybe that's why I find it cool and not an issue. I think we need to go up to Citadel Tower. This is, yeah, where I remembered encountering them. Looks like I was right. We're over here somewhere.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
This must be hard. I thought you'd want to know. You were fooling yourself. They weren't fooling themselves. It's part of, most of the time, part of the only way we can survive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right?
It's true.
Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
What about the datapad? What about the datapad? Okay, it's just complete. Cool. Fair enough. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, we got one more of these buggy guys to scan. He's just chilling. Bless him. Okay, let's oh, we got some squad stuff. Ooh, 2 points. Let's continue with assault training. I think you got a couple of points. I think I was doing dampening for you, or damping. And Tali, we were working on electronics with, weren't we? When I split the crew. Alright, let's read another codex. We got another aliens non-council races. Quarians religion. The ancient Quarians practiced ancestor worship. Even after abandoning faith for secularism, Quarians continue to revere the wisdom of elders. As time passed and technology advanced, they inevitably turned their knowledge to preserving the personalities and memories of the elderly as computer virtual intelligences. These recordings became a repository of knowledge and wisdom, stored in a central databank and available through any extranet connection. They held no illusions that this was a form of immortality. Like all virtual intelligences, their electronically preserved ancestors were not truly sapient. This was considered a surmountable problem. Sapience could surely be reduced to simple mathematics. The Quarians began exhaustive research integrating artificial intelligence so they could learn to escape the bounds of mortality and give their ancestral records true awareness. Unfortunately, the life of the Quarians created did not accept the same truths they did. The Geth destroyed the ancestor databanks when they took over. Aww. In the centuries since they evacuated their homeworld, most Quarians have returned to religion in various forms. Many believe that the rise of the Geth and the destruction of their ancestors were a chastisement for arrogantly forsaking the old ways of venerating self-made idols. Others have a more philosophical outlook, believing that their race was indeed arrogant. No supernatural agency lay behind the Geth revolt. Rather, the Quarians' actions wrought their own doom. Either way, every Quarian would agree that their own hubris cost them their homeworld. How cool of a codex entry was that? Oh, I love it. I agree. Their own hubris is what caused the Geth to rise and take over, realistically. And yeah, I believe that it's their own fault, realistically. Obviously they didn't deserve what happened, but you can see a step by step how they got there through that one codex entry. Shepard, stop looking so creeped out. It's fine. We're just talking about AO. We're not creating it. It's fine. It's a shame that the ancestors' databanks were destroyed. That's so sad. Like, legitimately sad, because that would be really cool. I do agree with the Corian's belief that, you know, the knowledge of the elders is something to be preserved. And I wouldn't have personally wanted to turn them sapient. I don't think that's necessary. The preservation of knowledge, the ability for people to learn, that's all that's needed. Anyway, that's where I'm going to be ending today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave me a like. It really does help out the channel. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of what we got done in today's episode. Probably in the next one we'll do, as I said, I'm going to search the Citadel, see if we can scan the Keeper, and then I think I'm going to do Geth activities, and then maybe the Geth attack. Yeah, that seems like it might be interesting. Yeah, and the rest of these, apart from like the Gambler, Hostile Takeover, and the Ban, the rest of these are just like scanning stuff, so I don't particularly need to worry about completing them. Hopefully I'll just complete them naturally over the course of the rest of the game. But yes, that's my plan for the next episode. Anyway, enough of me wittering on. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that amazing stuff you guys do. And of course, a huge and very special thank you to my wonderful Patreons, whose names are scrolling across the screen as I speak. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.